country, and a monarch in the Canadian Senate for just the third time in Canada's history to read the speech from the throne that opens every new session of Parliament.
This is an historic honor which matches the weight of our times.
The Prime Minister and the President of the
But a king's speech is not a free speech, far from it. Global News has learned the cost to Canadian taxpayers to have King Charles in Ottawa to read the throne speech was close to $900,000. That's according to documents provided to Global News by Access to Information researcher Ken Rubin and a Global News estimate of air travel costs. First, there was an advance visit from May 7th to the 9th by 6 members of the King's royal household who arrived to scout out locations like Ottawa's Lansdowne Park. Flights, hotels, meals for 2 days for the advance team was nearly $24,000. Then it was time for the main event, the King's visit from May 26th to the 27th. This time, it was 24 members of the royal household arriving. Some came by commercial flights, some arrived with the King and Queen themselves on the Royal Canadian Air Force plane that was dispatched to England to pick them up and would take them home. While the Department of National Defence could not provide a specific cost for the royal couple's Canadian Air Force flights, a Global News analysis estimates the cost would be north of $410,000.
And then there's the cost to close roads, to feed and house the royal household at the Chateau Laurier, to pay the RCMP for their horses and the ceremonial squad. All of that was an extra $437,109.50.
So the cost to have the King in Ottawa for 2 days last spring may have been nearly $900,000, but the value to Prime Minister Carney, at least, of using the Royals to send a strong message to Americans and others about Canada's sovereignty and royal traditions, well, that was priceless. David Akin, Global News, Ottawa.